This is my 2017 diesel Jaguar XE R Sport, and although it's currently in good condition, was buying it a mistake. Well, I don't know, but I love it. Okay, so for a bit of context, I'm a student at the University of Kent and I was only 19 when I bought this. This is only my second car, and with only 2 years no claims, you can imagine how much the insurance cost could be, right? As a young driver and car enthusiast, my first car was an Audi A3, which, aside from one blocked EGR, didn't give me too many problems in the 2 years that I owned it. I absolutely love my Audi, and although not a great spec, with its soft ride, it was literally like my own little diesel rally car. After owning that car for 2 years and learning in a diesel, I've become quite used to driving them. Because of this, when searching for a second car, I took a focus on high-powered diesels. So my first option was a BMW 330d, my second option was an Alfa Romeo Giulia, and my third option was the Jaguar. And I think you can see which way I chose. So, why did I choose this Jag specifically? The first thing to mention is that this had to be a daily, not a project car. Now, in non-car person language, that means that it has to be nice enough to use a lot and just work without issues. Now, normally, what people like to talk about is how the car ticked all their boxes, and for me, this is more than true. My long and picky list of requirements meant that I would only look at cars that were newer than 2012, but older than 2017, to avoid the higher tax from April onwards. It needed to be a car that could easily achieve 70 miles per gallon on the motorway runs, a manual, not automatic, have a properly designed dashboard and not a bolt-on screen, cost me less than £1,000 to insure, and was a cool colour, not some boring grey, and would be in good mechanical condition. As well as ticking all those boxes, this one in particular was by far the best I test drove. The highest spec, with rare options like even air-conditioned seats, as well as having the best service history with only one previous owner. I think the age of this car sums it up well. The car was registered on the 23rd of March 2017, which meant it came in just 7 days before the tax increase, meaning instead of paying £180 a year, my road tax is only £20. This Jag was literally a unicorn find for me. Next, I want to cover the mods that I've done to the car. Now, in the first year of owning the car, I didn't do any mods and instead focused only on maintenance. After making sure the car had been maintained properly, I began recently with mods by upgrading the sound system. So the factory systems in these are absolutely awful. I would not recommend to anyone. Now, what I've done is upgraded all the door speakers, and it's made a dramatic improvement, but I'm not done yet, as the next thing to do is to add a proper power amplifier to all 4 channels. Now, a mod I've wanted to do since buying the car is to do the twin open intake. This is a mod that I think is absolutely awesome, as it looks cool and it absolutely satisfies my OCD by filling an empty spot under the bonnet. Unfortunately, to get this mod done has been so much more awkward than it needs to be. So for now, instead, I've settled just for a performance panel filter, which, to be honest, is doing the job. Another mod I've wanted to do since buying the car is a performance upgrade. So for a long time now, I've seen online a company that will take the petrol version of this, which is the 20T, bear in mind I have the 20D, and they will upgrade that to the factory 25T version. Now, basically, the difference between these models are they use the same engine, but with very, very slightly different components. So they switch out the small difference in components, and then off you go with what is essentially, from Jaguar, the more powerful car. Now, for the petrol upgrade, they charge £250, making this look like quite a simple change. But when I've looked more into the diesel side of this, it just gets more and more complex. So unfortunately, this isn't something I've been able to make possible yet, but I will be looking at power upgrades very soon. Another mod that seems to come up a lot is quad pipes. And yes, I know putting quad pipes on a diesel is ridiculously silly, but what's wrong with that? So what exactly has gone wrong? Immediately after buying the car, I noticed that the thermostat had stuck open, causing the car to never be able to get up to temperature. Luckily, I was able to take this back and get it fixed under warranty. After that, I had a tyre that fell off. Luckily, I was able to use the exact same tyre, just have it refitted, and that's been absolutely fine for the last 10,000 miles. Most of the big stuff that went wrong before I owned it, and the dealer I bought it off was able to sort it. So, being the diesel Ingenium engine, unsurprisingly, the timing chain had gone. Luckily, no damage was caused to the engine, but I did need replacing. So the dealer replaced the timing chain. They also replaced the front discs and pads, which needed doing, and they gave it a service, or they told me they gave it a full service. I suspect they only did an oil change, which I'll explain later. After my first 5,000 miles with the car, I gave it another oil change just to be sure that I knew what oil it was running on, as you never know what the previous person may have serviced it with, and I know these are quite sensitive. Not long after that, the air conditioning packed up after a stone flew through this condenser right behind me. That was a very painful fix, as the first garage I took it to completely bodged it up, and I then had to take it to a specialist, which is obviously going to be more expensive. Recently, I lost that front tyre to a pothole on returning back to uni, and I lost the valve in that tyre, which had to be replaced. Unfortunately, when I got it replaced, although they only charged me £15, they didn't have a TPMS sensor, so I'm still missing that, which is causing a constant flashing light on my dashboard, which I need to get fixed. After owning the car for 12,000 miles now, I took the car back in for another oil service, this time doing a proper service rather than just changing oil. This is where we found the car's original pollen filter just behind the glove box, which is our biggest indicator that it had never been done ever in the history of this car. The service came with new oil filter, a new fuel filter, the pollen filter, and a check of the car, which revealed that one of the exhaust dampers right at the back of the exhaust had split and was causing a horrific noise. So I've had that fixed as well, which was a simple case of going to JLR, getting a new rubber thingy, and screwing it back on myself. That only cost £50. So what's left to do? As mentioned, I need to finish off my audio upgrade by installing the new amplifier and the front tweeters, which I haven't gotten round to yet. Aside from that, after the 15,000 miles I've now done, I'm in need of 2 new rear tyres, and likely I'll need to do another oil service soon. But other than that, and maybe switching out the winter tyre on the front for a summer tyre, I'm problem free. So I'm making this video for 2 reasons. The first is that I really believe young drivers overlook vehicles like these when searching for a vehicle. The main reason for this is because they just assume that they can't afford the running costs, but this isn't true. My first year of insurance on this, with 2 years no claims, only cost me £800, which is less than what people will pay for something like a Fiesta. Now, while my motivation for buying this was enthusiast driven, another way of looking at it is that cars like this are so much more safe to drive than what young drivers normally look at, which is Corsas, Fiestas, and even Golfs. Compared to those, this leaves you in a much better situation if you do unfortunately crash. On top of that, this has features like radar guided lane departure warnings, cruise control, emergency braking systems, reversing cameras and sensors, literally all the modern safety conveniences that the average driver would really benefit from. Now, the second reason for making this video today is to get out and enjoy the sun while it lasts. We've had such a horrible winter over here. It's been raining every single day, and it's such a nice change of pace to just be able to get outside and enjoy life. Now, the only thing left I can think to say is to wish you all a very nice day, go outside, enjoy the weather, and thank you for watching.